Joe in real life. I don't have anything to talk about. I don't have anything to talk about at all. Except I'm kind of excited this week to go for a heavy single beltless. And I kind of did that yesterday. I already hit my mark. But I think I'm just going to spend the whole week kind of deloading, enjoying my life, and seeing if I can't hit something heavy without a belt. 205 went pretty smooth. It was a little bit of an ugly rep, but that's kind of like my outer range. So I guess I expected it to be kind of ugly. Like, I don't know. And I'm going to ramp up again today and see what's possible. So stay tuned. All right, that's that. Okay, so good news, or well, actually, I guess it's bad news, but it's good news in a way. I actually felt pretty crunchy today. And I felt great until I warmed up great. But once I put the weight on my back, I was like, oh, there it is. There's the fatigue. Um, I still could have pushed to 205, but I stopped at 185. I just felt a little herky jerky, a little sticky, a little tight. And that makes some sense given my faux max yesterday, but also given the last 3 weeks. I think that I was a little premature in announcing that the fatigue hadn't caught up to me. Not that the fatigue is that great, but there's there's enough to warrant an end of the block, or at least there's enough for me to justify that. you know, I was a little bummed about not pushing 165 this week, and well, I feel less bummed now because boy, my hips, my knees, my lower back, just tired, just fatigued, my nervous system. What is it that Ivan says? I was in no way poppy. I had no poppiness whatsoever. So, good, I am going to cycle in beltless blocks from time to time. Maybe every 2 to 4, depending, on how my progress is going. Here's what I think I gained. I think it was an interesting step back in terms of intensity. An interesting step forward in terms of technique. Like, I definitely had to be more conscious and more rigorous in my setup, in my descent. And I think it really helped me a lot. So there have been a couple viewers over the last half a year that have suggested I do some beltless. And you guys are right. Thank you. Very helpful, very useful. And yeah, I really feel like I've gotten somewhere. I'm excited for the next belted block. This was 185. And yeah, I'm watching it for the first time, same as you. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. That rep looked clean. It did not feel clean. Anyway, until tomorrow. I'll see you then.